Hello Cobrats and welcome back to Shadow of the Colossus. I'm TryclydeTamer, alone for an extra video here of what there is to offer that I have not yet shown in this game. And we're going to be loading up a game, and for whatever reason I just feel like pressing the square button because it's calling out to me. And I'm going to open up my completed hard mode file, because I'm going to be showing a little bit of time attack, but I kind of feel like starting off with hard mode, because it's a little bit less complicated, the items that we get in it, even though hard mode is more complicated in itself. Like, you know, most Colossi have an extra sigil, they take more hits, they can pretty much insta-kill you with, like, stomping attacks and things of the like. And Wander's looking a little bit different. So basically, yeah, and aggro is looking a brittle little brown, isn't she? And, I actually did start up a file with an eco save on it, and that would put an eye shape on aggro instead of the more diamondy kind of thing. So yeah, so I guess aggro would have to be normally black for there to be the eye symbol that shows with eco. And I'm kind of losing my voice for some reason, probably because I just ate food. And yeah, aggro's a little brown, and we can go kneel in front of the idols even if we have destroyed them, and do a little bit of time attack. And hard time attack is no easy task, no easy attack, I don't know. But yeah, you can take care of those with Colossi that have the extra sigil. That's annoying. Two particularly annoying ones are Gaius and Argus, because yeah, Gaius has that thing people might know about, the whole sword jump thing to save a lot of time. And then Argus, you pretty much have to do everything in one fell swoop. You can pretty much only afford to fall once with your low stamina. So I'm going to show a few things that the hard time attack can yield you. After every 2 you defeat, you get an item, and then Dwellman's like, this thing is awesome. So a couple quick easy things to explain are the fruit tree map, which makes all the fruit trees appear. They disappear when you collect all the fruits from that specific area. And then the lizard detection stone, it works a little bit differently. It pretty much only shows lizards that are within like a square's reach. So yeah, and then there are the squares that have multiple lizards that like save shrines, so you're gonna have to go a little distance for the lizard to reappear and then get all done. There's like 70 like around 75 to 80-ish lizards. I want to say like 81 because that sounds like a rounded number. But yeah, otherwise items, we're gonna be showing them as they come along. Starting off with the Harpoon of Thunder. It's basically like, you charge it up like a sword, but it's like an arrow, and it can do a pretty hard hit to Colossi. It can trigger the minus sigils, which are the ones that don't have the whole glyphy design. Sigil glyph. And then, let's see, what's next in my item list I'm going to be kind of going through. Sword of the Sun. Basically, it acts as another sword, but it, you can use it even in darkness, because you know how with a normal sword, like things would appear green and kind of weak. And here's the Queen's Sword. Now this is some awesome stuff right here. It's based on something from Eco. I haven't really played much of the game, only to a point to where I'd be able to get the whole eye on aggro's head thing. But yeah, the Queen's Sword does some crazy damage. I have not yet tested it out because I only recently finished the time attack today, which is January 27th, and we finished recording the main bit of the LP on the 17th. So yeah, that's it for those couple items. And then otherwise, let's see, Shaman's Cloak. It reduces the damage you take from Colossi. Normal time attack is basically all about power. Then Shaman's Mask, that also decreases the damage you take from Colossi. But then the Cloth of Desperation is something a little different. If you fall off the Colossus, you cannot take hit, and also you can use it as a parachute. So you can kind of play around with it and go to pretty high places and jump off and be all like, yeah, I'm cool. I'll be like those guys that go parasailing and you think they're like suicide bombers or kamikazeing out of a plane, even though kamikaze would usually mean they commit suicide in itself. But that's pretty much all things here in hard time attack, so I'll show what's in normal time attack. And I felt a strange sensation to be holding circle during this. I don't know why. But what happened to aggro? She's a pretty horse now. She's pretty dang white. Man, she just looks beautiful like that. You are so beautiful that I shall call you the ultimate egg roll. So as for items, we have the whistling arrow. We can shoot one of those, and it will catch the Colossal's attention more easily. Basically, if its back is turned to you, it'll immediately turn around and make things go more swimmingly. And we got the flash arrows, which can do something awesome. Excuse me, aggro, while I do a little bit of explosion! Yeah, that can do a lot of damage to Colossi, and it's also extremely helpful in lizard hunting. So, yeah, just collect any white-tailed lizards you see, like, in your first playthrough, and then probably devote your second playthrough to collecting all the lizards for trophy, because, yeah, I'm basically tying up all the trophies. And why are you walking away, aggro? So as I said, normal time attack gives you things that are based around power. Cloak of Force gives you the standard bit of power, and the Mask of Strength adds a little bit more, but the Mask of Power is what is like an upgraded version of that. So yeah, you can only choose between one of those. And there's the whole Lizard Detection Stone and Fruit Tree map. It pretty much got all the lizards and fruit trees, aside from some hidden ones that we'll probably be looking for. And yeah, Mask of Power and Cloak of Deception is the only thing I didn't show, which makes you invisible. The Colossi can't see you. In the boss fight with Malice, you can just go straight up to him and save a lot of time. And if you want, you can pretty much just get on aggro and feel as if you're playing as aggro herself, just with the reins awkwardly moving. Right off into the sunset as the horse itself. As you may be able to tell, my stamina bar looks like as if it isn't even there. It's because I maxed out my stamina, and for a good reason. Because in this episode, we're going to be climbing to the top of the shrine. I've done it. It took a little bit, but playing on the PS3 version is a little bit different. I decided to speed it up a little bit. And now that we have climbed all the way up, I should be getting a trophy called the Climber within time. And we'll soon be reaching the secret garden. Let's go ahead and enter. Now this is where Mono and the baby reincarnated Dorman went. And as you can tell, there's actually a few fruits around the area. Did the place just lock up? And yeah, there's my trophy right there. And I believe there's only one more trophy for me to collect in the game. The Cornucopia trophy. Collect all the fruit trees in the land, including the ones at the top of the shrine. But there's a little something different about these fruit trees. I'm not gonna bomb them down. Gotta be careful, like, which ones you haven't done. Gotta be careful how many are in each tree. But what's different about these is that eat one, and it depletes your HP and stamina, so that's kind of bad, but since I'm on max, I should be able to beat all of them, so this could very well be my last forbidden fruit. Let's pick it up. Have we depleted as low as we can possibly go? I believe we have. So with that, we now have the Cornucopia trophy, and we have platinum this game with Wander in the Colossus. So there's plenty of trophies for the 16 Colossi, and then there's Forbidden, clear the game in normal difficulty, and hard difficulty, climb to the top of the shrine, hang on to the Hawk Loki nearby Durs, which it was the path I took to Durs. Like, if I stayed around, I could have seen Loki the Hawk come by and be around the Colossus tree, which is kind of high up nearby it. Resistance, Endure being sucked into the light for over a minute. Collector, acquire all items and normal time attack. Meticulous Collector, hard time attack. Slippery Ride, find some fish and hang on for 30 seconds. Not even too hard, with pretty much a half game's worth of grip. And then Aggro Circus, you can look up a video on like all the traits they can do. Pretty much things like standing up and aggro and all that. Acquire all the fruits, including the ones on the top of the shrine. Tower of Prayer, save it all the save points. And that one's pretty an arduous task that would combine with the Endangered Lizards trophy. Kill all the shining lizards, and Stalwart Wanderer, max out the HP, and Mighty Wanderer, max out stamina. Well, we're done now. But should I do it? I think I should. Thank you for watching this Let's Play, and until the next one, do not touch yourself. I'm sure we'll all be crying. Well, by the way, I failed.